mAng and Neads show. Sonic Garden Radio. I'm Neads. He's mAng. What it is today.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Sonic Gardens Radio, mAng and Neads show. And we're just here giving you our daily update on the coronavirus and the impact and the stats of what's going on, which everything's getting pretty bad right now, especially in New York, and cases are skyrocketing. So yesterday we were talking about how, we were looking at like 10,000 a day that it was hitting here, and yesterday it was somewhere around 12,000, wasn't it? You hear me, Josh? Oh, there we go.
All I can hear is
Oh, sorry, I didn't turn down the music for you.
Blasted.
But yeah, no. So I guess about 12,000 yesterday in New York.
Right.
Is what I was seeing.
Fucking wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coming in hot. People still don't believe it,
No.
especially around here.
So yeah, I did just on my way here just now. So my two instances. So I told you yesterday I had to go to the store.
Did you go?
I waited. I did wait until almost like 8 o'clock at night.
Right before they close, then, right?
And
They're
then,
closing.
man, just like as soon as I'm, I got my gloves on, I got my mask on, and I'm just like, okay, grab my bags, I'm going in. And as I'm coming out, it's like I see somebody that I know, and right away the dude reaches for the handshake. And it's like,
Really?
man, people are so accustomed to like whatever it is to be like that same stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, getting away. I don't give a fuck.
So we're up to oh wow, man. Yeah, so my prediction was in by Friday.
I love it when you do predictions.
Well, by Friday we were gonna pass Italy. It's not a good prediction.
Well,
But right now Italy is Italy's about to pass China.
right.
But the bottom line is if you go from the same theory as yesterday, Italy's cases are increasing. They're down to, so yesterday it was 5.2 thousand compared to the U.S., which was 12,000. So we gained 7,000. So now we're literally we're 5,000 cases behind Italy.
We are.
And by the time we pass them, we're also going to pass China. So we're going to be sitting by tomorrow with the most cases in the world.
Well, don't underestimate Spain. They're
Man.
coming.
Well, they're coming in hot with the deaths.
Yeah.
They had a lot of deaths, and it's the same reason. It's not as much the disease as it is the inability to treat everyone.
Well, they had 6,682 new cases overnight. Well, maybe, in the last 24 hours.
Right.
So they had more in Italy too. So they're coming.
Are you looking at the Worldometer?
I'm looking. Yeah, I got them both. John and yes. Yeah, but to answer your question, that's what I just read off of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was just the death graphs.
So you listen to the mAng and Neads show
On Sonic Gardens Radio. We're looking to get
today's Thursday.
Man, yeah. If you could, hit that subscribe button,
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
We like friends.
Tune in, and
He does.
as always, our phone lines are open. If you want to call and just give us an update,
Yeah.
shoot.
Tell
the,
us what if you're in a
shoot
different
the
area.
what about whatever. That's
Tell
cool
us what
too.
you're seeing.
But those lines at the bottom of the screen, 607-373-HEAT 4328. Tune in and give us a call. Let us know what you're up to.
You should do it.
What else we got? So yeah, there were almost 2,400 deaths yesterday.
Yeah.
See, my problem, I keep saying the same thing, but my issue with the way that these numbers are going is that the only thing we really have on a success rate for turnaround is China. and they're claiming that 74,181 people have recovered.
Right. Well,
And which is 3,291 have died, and there you go. But they've had no new cases, and basically they started reporting on a day, and then they just stopped. Like, those numbers just dropped like that. None of these graphs match. I mean, I guess that's because
but they did a lockdown.
like
not
full
social,
lockdown.
Yeah, like you can't leave your fucking house locked down, like communist shit. Like,
Well,
like,
obviously, so that's why. So really, you got nothing. We got nothing from them other than we can stop it from spreading by shutting down.
Shutting the fuck down. Not this just half-ass bullshit stuff where like you just said, you're going to the grocery store and people want to shake hands and shit. Like, that's
like,
not cutting it.
No,
That's not gonna cut it. I came by the river at the rest stop, or whatever you want to call it, like the little pull-off area there. There's a fucking RV that someone just pulled. It's a pole behind that they just pulled in there, and it's like there and left it. No vehicle to tow it. And then I see a little, like, someone bought one of them little school bus type deals, and there's like 3 or 4 cars, and they were looking under the hood of another car, and they were like, there was like 7 people around the front end, like foot apart, not even. Some of them were shoulder to shoulder, like not giving a fuck in the world.
Yeah.
Not a care.
So, yeah, that's it's unfortunate, man. I don't know how
So
else
that's
we can.
upstate New York.
I don't know how else we
In a
how
nutshell.
more serious we can kind.
Well, they're gonna get serious here shortly when it starts coming up through here like it is down in the city. Somebody will wake the fuck up.
So if we go to, I guess we could zoom in and see our area again. And here we are. There's Shenango.
The county of Shenango.
I guess, we're still looking at there's now 3 cases. Same as yesterday. That's what I'm saying, is that the information, we just don't, nothing's increasing. So just look at that. The numbers are going to skyrocket when they finally, get to the
Well, a lot of it has to
testing.
do with the labs are told, though, if they're not in, the people in the hospital, those tests need to be
prioritized.
Yes. So if you're in the hospital or in critical, those need to be prioritized. So, like, if you think you have it and you show a lot of symptoms and you're not hospitalized, your test is, obviously they took your test, but you're not going to get it, the lab's not going to run it until they get the time after they put the other ones through first.
Okay.
So that's the information that I got.
Yeah. So this just basically same stuff. I actually started a floor project.
Really?
Yeah, I tore up a carpet in my kitchen.
Nice.
Some carpet that's been there a long time. Got underneath there. It was some real old school linoleum.
Right.
Yeah. I got a pretty good history on my house,
You know what's going on.
it's like it was my aunt and uncle's house, my cousins growing up, so we spent a lot of time there for like
right.
holidays, and so it's just always had that real warm. And it's cool because like the there's just some features about it that are just real you remember, just been there forever, like this one blue carpet, you've been there.
Yeah.
But in the kitchen, it's just kind of like a, this maroon old, wear carpet that's probably been there for 25, 30 years. And, got a lot of traffic, and it held up because it was made to hold up.
Right.
But time for something new. So
yeah,
I had some extra flooring from the garden here, so I'm working on that project. I figure it would keep me busy.
Nice.
In my
you got your son helping you?
I got my son, he's
supervising?
He's getting there, yeah. He's supervising. I'm trying to inspire him to care about it.
Huh.
But he likes the final product. He likes things that look good.
Right.
So yeah, there was just like some old wallpaper, wallpaper throughout the house. But the kitchen was kind of the worst because it had this like cherry pattern, these like little cherries up on the top. You
Right.
can almost imagine. And anybody dealing with wallpaper, man, wallpaper is not fun.
Right.
So that's like one of the worst gigs. I guess there's like the right way to do it. Probably like professionals know, like they get the right tool.
I
But, like,
mean, if
when-
you have wallpaper like we had in the hallway out here, man, ooh, that's good. That was an easy wallpaper.
Yeah, but there's a
Ripping that
lot.
off.
But there was a lot more that could be done to that, as far
Right.
as like scraping down that.
Right.
It wasn't exactly ideal.
Coulda got
Ideals,
that.
you like peel it off, and it just all of a sudden is like a wall back there that you can
Right.
paint.
Get the
But,
hot knife out. Get the glue
yeah.
off.
So I'm sure they have like a hot tool, but even like as a like home improvement person, they like try to sell you those little wheels that you're like you put it all over the wallpaper, and it like supposed to cut it up so you can easily peel it off. It's
Right.
like, come on, dude, that was a worst gig ever.
Huh.
They got YouTube now, show you all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right.
Imagine that.
Everybody
YouTube.
But the thing with that though is everybody thinks that they need to make a video of how they're doing it, and some of them are like, obviously there's some great ones, but there's also some like total shit show ones.
Yeah.
Like, whew.
But yeah, so that's it. I'm trying to keep busy with all that. I was just reading a whole list of things, and it just about the virus and how washing the hands is so important, because if it's like that's all it takes to kill it if it's on you.
Wow.
And it can't get through your skin,
Right.
but it's trying to get like through the pores and so you touch your face, and then all of a sudden it's going from your finger into your eye, whatever. So
Right.
that's why it's like so important to wash your hands. It said it can't break through skin that's not already broken. But anyway, when I was tossing out this carpet, I just stabbed myself twice with these little nails, and they got me like right in the fingers. So
Now
all of a
you
sudden I'm
have
looking. So like
open
my
wounds?
my mouse finger, yeah, open wound. Like all of a sudden I feel like I got a cut in the ocean, and the shark
Right.
is just like 2 miles away. Going, man, that
Better
smells
watch the
good.
fuck out. Yeah. Gonna fucking climb in there.
I need some extra alcohol going down. Put some Band-Aids on. I'm gonna hit the first aid kit.
Right. Gonna get you.
So you're listening to the MAng and Neads show on Sonic Gardens Radio, and we're just trying to give you some updates on where we're at with the coronavirus. Trying to soothe you guys at home, give you something to do if you're just chilling at home, something you can participate in, and if you want to call in and ramble on about your situation or tell us what's going on, or maybe you're out there working, maybe you're forced to go to work, maybe you're questioning whether or not your value
Productive
has
member
been
of
rewarded,
society.
considering your work has become essential to the production of society
Man, they got
on an equal level.
They got the weed stores out there in the states that are legal. They're all essential. Curbside even, man. Pretty wild what in what
Well, all the
They're
liquor
legal.
stores, same
Yeah,
thing.
isn't
They're
it
like
pretty
liquor
wild?
stores are like definitely essential,
I mean,
because people need to be able to get wasted.
well,
but that's
I
also
think-
scary because
I think that goes in the fact that there's a lot of those people that run the show, like politicians and stuff, that drink and know that like if they shut them down and they're not, and this goes on for a while, and they're not equipped with alcohol there, that they're gonna have to get it somehow, right? So like we got to keep it open so we don't look bad sneaking around getting alcohol, right? You got to keep what you're gonna need open. Did you know New York City is well over 21,000 infected cases down there?
yeah, it's horrible. It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst spot ever. And
Well, I mean, as that gets better, there's gonna and if they don't shut down other places, we were talking about it yesterday. It's gonna get, you know what I mean? It's gonna get worse in other spots. It's gonna be the same deal over and over again if you just start opening places up. Is what it's gonna be. You can't just lock one area down and hope for the best.
right.
So
It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Just like the predictions. Like, so all those predictions, nothing's off because we're just getting started. And we, like I said, we have no model to look at to see an end in sight. And so far, if we're 2 weeks behind Italy, then what? We're 2 weeks behind dropping our case discovery. Just seems crazy.
It is very crazy.
And just to hear anybody start, just hearing it come out of people's mouths and saying the words, well, hey, what are we going to do if it puts us into a depression? How can we, choose between this or that? And if we are at war, then what's our casualties, And Trump said none. I'm glad he said that. In fact, listen, man, I'm tough on the guy, but that was the one thing that he answered appropriately. He didn't just attack back. He answered the question. They asked him, how many deaths are acceptable to you in this? And it was, like a dirty question, but it was still a question. So you answer the question. And he answered the question. He repeated it back, and he said, is that what you're asking? None. None are acceptable. And like I said, I'm biggest critic. I don't like him, but at least with that particular statement, whether it's a lie, which might be, it was he believed it. He believed what he said. So it's not really a lie when you believe what you say. Now actions and
right,
what happens and what the choices are that he leads us to might cause that, but in his head, that's not what happened. I don't know.
Fuck, 1 minute you see de Blasio on there crying about all worried about all this stuff, but then I read that he hopes to open the New York City public schools on April 20th, despite the big challenge posed by coronavirus, which is kind of hard to believe.
I don't like I said, all that the covidactnow.org, it gives you worst case scenario, but it's talking 3-month lockdown, and this whole 1 month, it's like, oh, we'll try 1 month. Oh man, the people are restless. Let's just get, and that's kind of where it's at. So this, like I said it 2 days ago, the debate today is going to be whether or not to sacrifice that percentage. Which,
well, do you think because the death rate's not real high, it's
that's the problem, though, is the only evidence we have that the death rate's not high is China.
Over here.
I'm saying China.
Right, but we've
you can't trust their numbers.
Well, no, but we know our numbers, though. We're at 75,665 cases. So say they only have 81 like they're saying.
Yeah, but there's only been 600 recovered. More people have died than have recovered. So you got to get through this 2 week or whatever cycle before you die. Come on.
No, we have more recovered than died over here.
That's not what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah,
619.
No, you're not looking at you're not looking at the. We have 1,100 deaths and 1,863 have recovered in the U.S.
So there you go. More deaths than recovered.
No. 1,863 have recovered and 1,100 have died.
Okay, you got it updated in the last 1 minute.
No, well.
You on John Hopkins?
I'm on both of them.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is John Hopkins only shows 619. Remember, that's the one that always was behind on anything, I guess.
Right.
But you're saying
I'm saying that the worldometers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got cases 74. Yeah, they have less cases on this
John
map.
Hopkins?
No, the I guess we're just whatever.
All right.
We're kind of looking at two things that are the same, but a little bit maybe different.
I'm just looking at the United States one.
On Worldometers?
Yeah. Nope. mAng and Neads show. And then it just jumped again, dude. So they're putting in
well, like I said, it was 12 hour. It was 12. It was you know, it was
They're adding
12,000.
information.
It was 12,000 yesterday. So today they're going to tell how many more. And it seems to me that if they're so backed up on the testing, then it's just basically like how many they can get done in a day. And they're like, oh, we got down 12,000 confirmed.
Right.
Tomorrow, oh, we could only get 11,000. You know, like it's basically became like a paper pushing thing.
Right.
Because everything's backed up. Or are they prioritizing the testing too? I'm just not sure, man.
Yeah, they are. But are you talking about the results though? So yeah, so now we're at like 78,139 cases in United States. So it's just going up. They're getting results, and someone's telling somebody the results as we go.
So like I said, today, by the end of today, we will be
You think we'll be with
I think
China?
we'll be by the end of well, what's today? It's still it's later.
Well,
but they're reporting. Yeah, by the end of today,
Right.
we're gonna be
Italy,
We're
not
gonna be
China.
past China. No, because
China?
Italy's only 1,000 cases behind China right now. So if we pass Italy, we're gonna pass China too.
yeah, it's less than 1,000 Italy is, for sure. Yeah, man. 9,928 new cases
And I just
for
see
USA.
it just seems to me that we need to
We're getting
just-
results in. They're getting, you know what I mean? They're getting like they're reporting these tests, like you said, that they've been taking, and they're getting the results. People are getting the results, and then they're contacting, letting the numbers know. It's pretty wild,
right.
but not many people are worried.
So yeah,
We are though. So
I got the big graph up that shows 12,000 yesterday. So that's what they just have on the graph, you know. So yeah.
old graphy.
Old graphy. So the cases are skyrocketing just like they said, and I believe we had a April 6th was when the hospitals were going to get overloaded.
So is that still en route?
I'm not sure. I didn't really look at that.
We
one.
have 2,096 serious or critical cases, just in case you were wondering. 75,157 active cases. And like we said a minute ago, 1,863 have totally recovered. So, yeah.
What's the difference
So
between
basically,
what's the difference between confirmed and active? Obviously, if you're dead or so if you're dead or if you've or if you've fully recovered. But
then you're not a case anymore if you fully recovered.
yeah, okay.
So basically,
How do they know? Yeah, they don't know.
total cases for a million population is 236, basically for every a million. That's how many's infected, and then so basically, also 3 deaths for every 1 million in population, and this is USA. Just so you know,
Yeah, that's a lot.
it is. Now Italy's is much higher, and so isn't Spain's.
So
And
that's
they're
why I'm
running.
saying
They're running out of hospital beds? You're saying? Well, obviously Italy
They've
is. We
been.
know Italy is, but how about Spain? Germany's
well,
right
Spain
there too.
Spain has the most deaths right now, so they just had the biggest daily death rate of they, you know.
Well,
and
they don't have more than Italy, but they had. Well,
no, they do. They have the most deaths now. Right, 4,145. Oh no, they're almost double.
Yeah, Italy is
Okay.
fucking double, and
they-
Italy had
and
more
they only have
deaths
but they
overnight.
only have 10,000 that have recovered.
Right.
And if you go to their like their deal, they started rapidly climbing to huge numbers. Is this total cases? The daily increase was They hit like 1,000 cases a day on March 7th. 1.5 thousand.
Spain or
cases.
Italy?
Italy.
All right.
So, And now, as you know, their peak day was 6,600 cases.
Oh.
And ours yesterday was 12,000 cases. So,
wow.
At this point, basically, everything that took place failed. And that is why I believe everybody's saying, well, we did what we could. Everybody that's died, gonna die. I don't really know, man. Like I said, though, we don't have the data from China. We can't count on it being accurate. 74,000 people have recovered. Does that mean they're just sitting home being quarantined and they don't need a hospital bed?
No,
then if they
that's not recovered.
That's why I'm saying. So how do they?
They have been tested, and then they got tested again and don't have it anymore.
Okay.
From what I saw last night.
So everybody, keep your throats moist. You're listening to the MAng and Neads show on Sonic Gardens Radio.
You are. That's a good one. Should be a promotional video. It should be.
Keep your whistle wet.
Yeah. Keep it moist.
With water.
Yeah.
Room temperature water. So from what I understand, it's slightly over 27 degrees or something. So it literally is like ice. Not supposed to be. Did have to say that we played a video yesterday that said if you just do a deep inhale and hold your breath for 10 seconds without any pain or coughing,
but that
then
wasn't,
you're fairly clear of the infection. So it doesn't mean you don't have it, but it means you're not entering the next level, which will be
I think
a fever
that was for like
inability to breathe.
The infection that's caused to your lungs. Like I forget the name of it. That you don't have that in your lungs, whatever the name. I can't remember the name of it, but like you said, it doesn't mean you don't have corona. For sure, you might have it. You might be infected.
Yes, and if you are,
if you think you're infected, you should call the number, man. 607-547-5555. If you're in our area and you think you're infected or having symptoms, call them up. They will direct you on what to do. There are people there willing to help you.
I do have
all right, let's hear
something
it.
came out.
What?
That was good information.
Oh, I like good information. So, the sun's out today.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful day out there.
Right? It looks pretty nice.
It's a little chilly in here. I didn't turn up the heat, did I?
No, speaking of, it just came on, man. Telepathic.
Can you guys hear that?
You could turn it up a little bit, though, if you want. I was feeling
that. Means it's cold because I set the thing pretty low. So if it's turning on, it's like 60 degrees or 58
64, I think it was. I think I might have moved it to 64
You get it. You
earlier,
get it primed up a little bit.
Just a little. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves.
All right, so what else we got going on in life, man? Anything good?
It's a high of 54 today, man. It's currently 54 out there right now. Sun's out.
What are you doing? You working on any projects?
Yeah, I've been printing some shirts. I had to do a couple designs for a friend that lives down the coastal, in New York, down New York, down by the hotbed, actually, right outside of the hotbed. Down there right by Portchester. So it's right outside, you know what I mean? It's right there, ground zero. So they're doing all right now, safe. Mail's still running. So
a little bit of information here from Johns Hopkins University sent out a detailed note on avoiding the contagion.
I like it.
The virus is not a living organism, but a protein molecule, DNA, covered by a protective layer of lipid which, when absorbed by the cells of the ocular, nasal, buccal mucosa, changes their genetic code, mutates it, converts it into an aggressor and multiplier of cells. Since the virus is not a living organism but a protein molecule, it is not killed but decays on its own. The disintegration time depends on the temperature, humidity, and type of material where it lies. The virus is very fragile. The only thing that protects it is a thin outer layer of fat. That's why with any soap or detergent is the best remedy, because the foam cuts the fat. That is why you have to rub so much for 20 seconds or more to make a lot of foam. By dissolving the fat layer, the protein molecule disperses and breaks down on its own. Heat melts fat. That's why it's good to use water above 25 degrees Celsius for washing hands, clothes, and everything. In addition, hot water makes more foam, and that makes it more useful. Alcohol, or any mixture with alcohol over 65%, dissolves fat. All right, that's like all kind of like everybody knows that. Mixed bleach, you know, that'll kill it. Oxygenated water. Never shake, use, or unused clothing, sheets, or cloth. While it is glued to a porous surface, it is very inert and disintegrates only between 3 hours, 4 hours on copper, wood, 24 hours on cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
42 hours on metal, 72 hours on plastic. But if you shake it or use a feather duster, the virus molecules float in the air for up to 3 hours and can lodge in your nose. So yeah, like we're grabbing our groceries, and if they just stock the shelves and the guy who had it, and then you shake, yeah, so that's literally like.
So you're saying you can shake it off and then it's airborne?
If you shake it off, so instead you'd have to basically be wiping down your stuff.
Unbelievable.
And then washing your hands.
You need to be
safe. And then washing your hands again.
Shit's coming, man.
The virus molecules remain very stable in an external cold or artificial as air conditioners in houses and cars. They also need moisture to stay stable, and especially darkness. Therefore, dehumidified, dry, warm, and bright environments will degrade it faster. UV light breaks it down. The virus cannot go through healthy skin. That's what I was saying. But I pricked my finger like 3 times, so that sucks. Vinegar is not useful. Doesn't break down the protective layer of fat.
Oh, no.
No spirits nor vodka. The strongest vodka is 40%, and you need 65.
Wait, what? Where have you been? Wait, what? Strongest vodka. Devil Springs, 160.
Well, I guess I didn't make up that. Whoever does this obviously hasn't had stronger.
Obviously was not a teenager and
well, maybe
got to it.
Maybe it's no longer vodka if it's over 40%.
Oh, all right.
All right, so Listerine, if it serves, is 65%. More confined the space, the more concentration of the virus there can be.
Unbelievable.
The more open or naturally ventilated, the less.
Whoops. Need a wolf whistle?
That's about it, man. Trim your nails. It can hide in there. It can also hide in the cracks of your hands. So dry. So yeah. And thicker the moisture, the better.
The thicker the moisture,
so
the
yeah,
better.
that was shared, and that was a positive post on Facebook. You know, hopefully nobody writes back. You know, you're the problem.
You are
trying to scare people.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, it's not any details other than a good
problem.
way.
I just think it's. Come on now, if you're the fucking problem, then don't you fucking dare say that. Not you, but if they're saying that you're the problem. Have they watched any press conferences or anything like that? So, come on.
Yeah, or looked at these numbers like we have.
Right.
I mean, we've been doing this every day.
Yeah, but they
and
think
we've
these
watched
numbers
it.
are false, though. A lot of these people, they're.
Well, the part that's fault, like I think that the China numbers are questionable.
We don't
whether
know,
or not they're
but
done.
right, they're not, because they got some new cases. They definitely have been reporting some new cases. I don't like they overnight in the last 24 hours they've got 67 new cases. But like I said, man,
I'm gonna turn up this heat.
They went into a total lockdown, like not social distancing. Like fucking go in your house, lock the doors, we'll bring you food on your doorstep type shit. Fucking come out and grab it and eat it. Like you're not leaving your house. Now they're opening back up out there. There's people on like going to certain things. They're checking everybody's temperature and shit when they go. Like I saw.
But even checking the temperature isn't going to help if the thing's incubating for 6 days before you even suffer that.
Exactly.
And in fact, from what I understood, is fever is kind of like the tail end of it, or like once you start getting a fever, then you get the shortage of breath, and then you need to get on a ventilator, and then it's like go stand in line like you're.
Well, I saw some of them, like a couple of those politicians from here have it, and they were on TV talking. The one guy was on TV talking, and he had like 102. You could tell he was fucking sick. He had like 102 temperature, and he looked like fucking like he wasn't doing well. He was all red and shit. But he said it just came on within the last couple days. But he made it so far. Yeah, there's people like they're letting them back out into Wuhan, and there's people on the Great Wall of China, and I saw, and they all got masks on and stuff, though. They're not fucking around. But they're out, though. So that, to me, like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, we were also talking yesterday. It's like, why are they going through, and like maybe it was just regular cleaning maintenance, but they're like blasting 20 feet up on the brick buildings in New York City.
That was in they were doing that in France and Italy for sure. They haven't, like China, I haven't seen anything like that, but in France and Italy, Spain too, they were basically like a hooked to a fire hose, like a fire hose gun like that, and they were spraying the living shit out of everything. Road signs, like you said, 20 feet up buildings, the streets. So,
and you're like, damn.
Yeah, they're worried.
Well, like we said, 72 hours. It was
so if it gets stuck on shit and the
metals,
wind blows, then all of a sudden it's in the air again.
In the cold air.
Right. Infestation, man.
A little protein covered in fat.
Yeah.
So another story I've seen floating around. You know anything about this? The Harvard. Was it Harvard or was it the doctor that was just busted like trying to smuggle? Not just. This was like back in January. Who was it? I wasn't sure. It was one of these like rants from like a thingy, but from what I could tell, no, this was this is a good one. This actually Jesse Tressler sent it to me.
Oh, the great
and said we
Jesse
should.
Tressler.
He goes, maybe you guys should talk about this, and I was like, trying to make sure that if I talked about it,
that it was true.
That it was true,
but was it?
Well, here's the thing: is that it's like according to it is. It's it's from the Justice Department.
Oh.
Let me give you guys some information on this.
Is this like a conspiracy?
It's not. Like that's what I'm saying. Right. So it's not a conspiracy.
I will tell you about Harvard that they were one of the first, or they might have been the first college to fucking tell their students they had 5 days to get the fuck out, because of this virus. So this shut right down.
So this is a document, and again, yeah, this is an official. Here's how you know. Let's see. Gov means it's official. Okay. Yeah. And the site is secure.
Secure site.
Okay, so this is on like letterhead. So it says United States Department of Justice for immediate release. Okay, Harvard University professor and 2 Chinese nationals charged in 3 separate China-related cases. Department of Justice announced today that the chair of Harvard University Chemistry and Chemical Biology Department and 2 Chinese nationals have been charged in connection with aiding the People's Republic of China. I don't know what that word was. But Dr. Lieber, chair of the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Biology at Harvard University, was arrested this morning and charged by criminal complaint with 1 count of making materially false, fictitious, and fraudulent statement. Lieber will appear this afternoon before magistrate judge.
About what?
Federal court in Boston. Okay, it gets to that.
Oh.
And then Yang King Yi, 29-year-old Chinese national, was charged in an indictment today with 1 count each of visa fraud, making false statements, acting as an agent of foreign government, and conspiracy.
Oh, I told you it was in there.
Yi is currently in China. Zhaosong Zhang, 30, a Chinese national, was arrested on December 10th, 2019 at Boston Logan International Airport and charged by criminal complaint with attempting to smuggle 21 vials of biological research to China. According to the court documents, since 2008, Dr. Lieber, who served as principal investigator of the Lieber Research Group at Harvard, specialized in the area of nanoscience, has received more than $15 million in grant funding from the NIH and the DOD. These grants require the disclosure of significant foreign financial conflicts of interest, including financial support. So, yeah, it kind of goes on. So I guess it's like a more 2 case, but I don't know, man. This goes back to this happened in January.
What's that? What about what, though?
They were smuggling.
Yeah, but
smuggling some biological research.
Yeah, nothing to do with nothing. Sounds like to me. But
lied about his involvement. Yeah, I know. That's kind of where I was at too. But
it doesn't have anything to do with this.
Not directly, but
it's
all. China. Well, yeah, I guess. Cancer cell research.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
Yeah,
that's a whole different
world. Hey, you know, it was still information.
No, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like
what's going on? What are people smuggling biological research over to the People's Republic of China for?
I don't know. Fucking $15 million. Fucking might have had something to do with it, right? I don't know. Like maybe they're making something.
Yeah, maybe
they're not making coronavirus.
I don't think people act on $15 million bribes.
What? Fucking A. I might even go near people for a day or two right now. For fucking 15 mil. Take my chances.
Yeah, that's why all the big business people want to get back to work, because that's what they're losing daily.
Yeah, fuck, they're losing a lot.
They're literally up against that exact same comment. So
right.
Yeah, I guess we don't know what
Money
we would
talks.
do. We don't know what we would do.
What, for 15 mil?
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously they weren't asking him, I don't know, like, come on, I guess they work in a lab and they're a doctor, so they were doing something a little shady, kind of, you know what I mean?
Shady.
Well, right?
It's like supposed to be the honorable profession.
What, being a doctor?
Yeah, being a doctor, like a research doctor that like
but maybe
stuff.
But see, so the deal over there is you don't want to fuck around over there in China. Like if the government finds out you're doing something on the down low behind their back, fuck, they don't fuck around over there. They'll just shoot you in the fucking head or cut your arms off, fucking throw you in the river and tell you good luck. So if you can pay someone over here to do some fucking shady shit for you and then just send the results and shit back with fucking Ying Mu Hu Ti, fucking boom, there you go. A little money. You know what I mean? The doctor over here is thinking, it ain't too bad. Well, he got caught, though, by the sounds of it, right?
I guess so.
Look, they caught their whole ring.
I don't know, Jesse, if you got any more information on that,
feel
free to give us a call in at 607-373-HEAT.
Pick up a
That's
phone, man.
4328, my friend.
Dial with your toes.
Anybody that wants to call in and
You got
tell
any
us
questions?
what's up? How you doing?
I like answering
Where
questions.
you at?
Especially if I don't know what
How
the
you're holding
answer
up?
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell us what the word on. It's a
Tell
nice
us if you
day.
think we're full of shit. You know, hey,
Yeah,
maybe
it's a nice day. Call up and tell us what you've seen today. I'm sure you looked outdoors, right? I mean, I don't know.
beautiful day.
I keep hearing all these like people can't deal with not being able to do stuff. Fuck, man, it's like I haven't even batted an eye. It ain't no different to me, really. I mean, I don't. Fuck.
I mean,
you know what I
For the
mean?
most part, yeah. My life is that
What
I
the
I
fuck?
come to the studio, I do stuff, and then I
The only thing we can't do our
usual.
our
We're
Thursday
not-
night sit next to fucking Rhino and Gino and you and do a podcast. But I mean, other than that, like, I get to hear
Yeah.
your beautiful voice out there, and I'm out here. Like, I mean,
still progressing the studio and
Yeah.
the YouTube channel, which is what I've been working on for the last few years anyway.
right.
So, you know,
I mean, I guess I really don't need to go
I-
hang out with a ton of people. Or I know I don't. I don't.
I'm hoping in the next couple weeks that we'll be able to, you
Get
know,
a-
possibly. The key is honestly, yeah. I
What?
mean, they brought that up too. Is there going to be a way for everyone to be tested? And that was one that Trump said, look, you know, not everybody needs to be tested. I disagree with that.
I do
I'm
too.
not. He said, if you're feeling fine, why get tested? And it's like, because we're trying to stop the spread.
right.
So, one, you can get tested, and if you got it and you've already gone through it, because that's another
You might
key.
have it for a while and passing it
and
around
then,
like
and
fucking
but if you've
hotcakes.
already had it, then it's over, and you got the immune. One, you can
Right.
work on the
little plasma.
antibodies or whatever to create a vaccine. And number two is you can put those people back to work. So it seems to me that whatever the investment in testing everybody, if they want one, of course, but technically, like, I don't know, maybe then you get on, all of a sudden you need a little stamp that says you're clear. You start getting your like little, you know, implants that say you don't have this, so you can go places.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, what's next? Then there's going to be another one, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, that's what we do." Now
What,
we're like,
another
"Are you clear for the?
disease?
Are you clear for the next one?" You
Well,
know,
these only come along, so you know what I mean.
100 years.
Yeah, well, it come from an animal. Obviously, I watched something on it last night. Like,
It morphed, right?
yeah, but so didn't AIDS. AIDS came from an animal. Like, it's like these things come along, man. SARS and shit, like that came from like it comes. These animals get it, and then a human gets in contact with the wrong fucking animal or eats it, or like AIDS came from
Apes
gorillas.
or monkeys? I don't know.
Gorillas. I saw it last night, or I'm pretty sure it was gorillas. But yeah. And then here you are, boom, the fucking 80s. You know,
And now
running
it's,
rampant.
and
And
now
now
the
that's a
life-
slow. That
now
was a
the-
slow killer, not
right.
not a take
And
your
now
lungs out in
with,
a couple weeks.
Now with expensive medicine and drugs, you can your life expectancy is like 1 year shorter than the average.
Yeah,
person.
look at Magic Johnson, man. He's still rocking and rolling.
Well, he's back on the scene, back in the spotlight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was wearing a mask the other day. He's finally wearing protection. So I'm wearing a mask. So you don't want to get this. He's already got that.
76,000
What?
cases
Unbelievable.
in the U.S.
Really?
Worldwide,
Man, we have
no,
a,
now it dropped. What the hell, man? I'm so
Angelo.
sick. No, there it is. 76,514.
well, just a rundown. We got 520,217 cases worldwide. 23,593 deaths worldwide, and 123,321 have recovered so far. So that's where we're at right now. 373,303 active cases. So, all right. So this
I
is
got it pulled
so
up.
how you were asking questions earlier. There's 146,914 closed cases, right? So that means so they must be like if it's they're adding the death in there with the recovered. So there you have that. That answered my question.
16% of the recovery. 16% of the outcome cases have
closed
been
ones.
deaths.
Right.
Closed.
Yep.
Closed cases have been deaths.
Right, and then the 84% is either recovered or discharged. So, what else? You got any other hot topics out there? Anything great? Anything going on? Any what?
I don't know, man. No, not really. I mean,
Oh.
everything. A lot of the other stuff is dead at the moment. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
literally,
like music, sports.
there's tons of musicians I see. They keep doing like live, like from their house.
Yeah, everybody's really pushing that.
Trying to entertain and shit, which is cool.
Yeah.
So you don't have to watch some.
Well, that's part of that was that I've been. That's something that I've been working on and trying to put in place here. And
right.
Obviously, it's on a studio level and for bands. So
right, you can only get a one-man show in here right now, like somebody out here and you in
But
there.
even that would just, that's not worth it.
And then they got to touch the fucking doorknob.
Yeah, so that's not really worth it at the moment.
But I brought my gloves.
So
actually,
yeah,
I got a bunch of them.
It's we like I said. It's us. We're keeping to the same system. We're getting there. I mean, my son keeps asking me how long you think this is gonna last, and I told him how long I thought it should last, and I told him, kind of like best case, worst case scenario, and it's funny because he's saying he wants to go back to school.
Get the fuck out of here! I never in my fucking life wanted to go back to fucking school. I don't give a fuck. I got suspended and stuff like that, and I never was like, oh yeah, great. I get to go back Monday, Mom. Nah, fuck that. I fucking hated school. I hated school since I was from the jump. 5 years old. When I was 6, couple times. My mom and dad, like Curtis and I would have to get, well, not Curtis yet. He would go to the babysitter. He was too young.
Jealous as hell. That was when you first started being jealous.
Dude, yeah, and they'd run off or whatever. Like maybe I was 7, so they'd head to work and stuff, and I'd be there and have to get on my bus. So I was alone for like 10 minutes. Well, I would hide behind the garage or the snowbank by the garage or whatever and let the bus go by like I wasn't going to school. But my neighbor, so I was going to be home alone all day, I thought. But my neighbor would catch me, and then, she tricked me one time. Told me she was bringing me to my grandma's. Fucking drove me down to the school and marched me in there. Man, it fucking... Because we were going the back. I go, dude, this ain't the way to my grandma's. I know the way to my grandma's. We're going the back way. She lied to me. Fuck. She brought me down in there and marched me in that school, man. It broke my fucking heart.
Yeah.
I fucking... man.
How could you?
Oh, man.
I cried.
Oh, you betrayed me. Fucking A. I was so fucking heartbroken. Oh,
you gotta
man.
say, was it worth it?
Oh, I fucking hated school. I didn't want to go for nothing. But, yeah. And then my fucking then I went to college. I don't know why. I finished.
To get more knowledge.
Graduated.
Graduation.
I mean, I didn't go to the graduations, but I got my diploma.
But you diplomaed it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You sent that fucker to me in the mail. Here you go, Joshua.
Ooh, wow.
Mr. Joshua.
Educated.
Fucking A, man. Gotta do it, right? Look at, here I am doing a podcast.
That's right, dude. Owning it.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
We have a phone number here. It's 607. I think I remember it now. 373 HEAT.
That's right.
Heat.
We have
if you can't spell heat, it is
HEAT.
All right. I was
4326.
That's what I was looking for.
Or no, 4328. Sorry about that.
He can't. He doesn't know either.
It's right there at the bottom of the screen.
Damn. Motherfucker. Except for I can't see the bottom of the screen.
No.
It's right here.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Right here.
Very good.
Whole army. I drank too much coffee again. Well, I'm drinking it right now. Is the problem, I think.
That's good. Hot. That's hot something.
Coming in hot.
You drink that virus right down your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a fun show yesterday. We had a bunch of call-ins.
Oh, we did too. Now no one's calling. No one will call us.
No one's calling in today.
I was hoping we haven't heard from the great Gino in a while. Wondering how he's doing.
Well, you know what? I failed to share it live on the old Facebook dealio on the mAng and Neads channel, and I think if I would have done that, where are we here? I should have.
What do you
says it's streaming, but I don't see the video here. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
They're like, no.
Who?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
So, yeah, once again, looking for 1,000 subscribers. So if you could just do us a favor and hit that subscribe button if you've been listening.
If you haven't already.
You know, if you got us on in the background while you're doing some housework and stuff, man, or in your shop, that's so cool. Yeah, man, we're not. I don't see us live on anything.
Oh, really?
But I see that everything else is up, so I'm a little curious here.
Oh, yeah, I never got an alert. I usually fucking every one of these pops off. So,
yeah, it's crazy, man,
I
that
don't
it's
know what
not
you got.
on.
Oh.
No, everything appears to be, you know, streaming on our line. We're just delayed or something, man.
What's today? 26th. Today's 26th, right? I think it's more in a delay.
It should be streaming. So I'm not sure if you guys, maybe that's why we're not getting any calls. Is because
no one fucking knows.
No one can see this the post. Yeah, man, because they would all be here. It'd be like all videos.
Yeah, I never got an alert
unlisted,
either. That's what I'm saying. I never got an alert that we were going.
They don't have any videos. Maybe they censored us. They're like, we got to keep our eye on these guys and not let them put their videos out too quick.
I guess.
I guess so.
Do you sure that's what we got going on in there? Or, I mean, you did the same thing you do every day, so
yeah. No, it's like I said. I hit this button. It says we're live. It says we've been live for almost an hour. So I guess let's shut this down and let's see what happens.
We're gonna see what happens.
And then if you know, we'll see what happens. If we gotta run another one because we can't miss a day.
We cannot do it. He says.
Bums.
So we might.
All right. So I'm gonna kill it.
We're gonna kill it.
I'm gonna put on some.
1 second. We gotta do it.
Here.
Do it proper. Can't feel my feet today.
All right. So once again, thanks for tuning in. mAng and Neads show, coronavirus updates. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, or we'll do this one again.
We might come.
Actually, it recorded it, so we're
gonna bring it back.
I could just post it. That might end up being the best deal, because then we got it at least.
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. mAng and Neads show,
mAng
Sonic
and
Gardens
Neads.
Radio.
He's mAng. I'm Neads.